Hi there, this is Sabre Crypto. Okay, so on the 21st of November, which I think was last Monday, I did this video saying that I got my Maiar DEX running, earning $80 per hour. Now, I'm wondering if now it's the 27th, so we're about 6 days on. I'm wondering if this is still the case. I've not put any more external money into it. I've only compounded what it's earned so far. So to do this, I'm going to go over to the DEX and I'm going to basically harvest all these farms exactly at 5 o'clock. So 16:58 now, so I'll just wait a few minutes and then I'll do the harvesting. Okay, so it's 16:59 now. You can see these pairs are earning quite well. You know, these two are like both about $28. These two are both about 35. That's all really cool. So I'm harvesting every time. It's over $100, say. So I need each of these farms to be over $20 to be able to do the harvest. Below $20, you can't do it. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock now. So I'm going to harvest all. I'm going to confirm that on my phone. Sign transaction. Okay. That's harvesting. Okay, so these are all reset to 0 now. And I'll do this one last time. I'll just show you exactly how I do the compounding, right? So they earned roughly equal amounts of MEX and locked MEX. So what I do, I go to swap, and I'm swapping MEX maximum amount for EGLD, and I'm going swap. And then I confirm that on my phone. Transaction signed. Swapping tokens. I won't cut anything out the video for this bit so you can see how long it actually takes. Okay, swap complete. So now I go to liquidity and I go add liquidity, and I'm going to go eGold and locked MEX. I'm going to use the maximum locked MEX, and I go add liquidity. Confirm on the phone. Continue. Sign transactions. Transaction signed. Okay. Okay, so that's adding liquidity. Creating the LP tokens. Okay, that's taken 2 minutes so far. Okay, liquidity added. So I go stake this farm here, and I do the EGLD MEX, and I'm going to do 33%. Sometimes if you're a little bit too quick there, this slider doesn't appear. Weird. So I just selected it again there, and it seemed to be okay. Okay, so it's 33% earning 2x rewards. Confirm that on my phone. Sign transaction. Continue, transaction signed, okay. So this has actually taken 3 minutes. I thought it was quicker than that. And then finally, I stake the remainder of the LP maximum, and I leave that unchecked, because I want this to produce MEX. Confirm that on my phone. Continue, sign transaction. Transaction signed, okay. So at this point I could probably walk away, but I'll just make sure it's all properly finished. Okay, so just quick check. So that took about 3 or 4 minutes to do. These all look good. That's earning 73 cents, 72 cents, 58 cents, 59 cents. Okay, so it's earned $2.69 in 4 minutes. So let's see how it does when I come back in an hour's time at 6 o'clock. Here I am, 1 hour in the future, and it's actually only earned $41 over the last hour. So it is substantially down from what it was 6 days ago. Okay, so as I thought that was a bit low, I just want to check it by repeating it. It's now Sunday morning, that was Saturday afternoon, so let's go for 11:15 when I'm going to harvest. It's 11:14 now. So, okay, 11:15, so I'm going to harvest all again. I'll skip these steps because you've seen it all before, and I'll just come back in an hour's time with the results. Okay, so here I am 1 hour in the future, and yeah, it's only $37.92. So yeah, the earnings are definitely down from what they were last week, but that's to be expected. I also think weekends are probably quite quiet as well. Obviously, the more traffic on the actual decks, then the more rewards you're going to get from providing liquidity. So I think probably in the weekdays it's probably going to be a lot more. A couple of questions I've had. People have been talking about their earnings and sort of some saying they're going up and down and all this sort of thing. I think the only thing you really need to concentrate if you've got farm set up like mine is these figures here. In fact, really, just this one here, that's 21.3284. That's the kind of value of the farm. So that's the LP tokens in the farm. So if you were to unstake that, you get EGLD and MEX back, which are worth, in my case, $33,719. Now, if you go to my spreadsheet that I made, you can see here that I've got these columns here. I changed it slightly actually. This delta one, this is the daily variation, and you can see that with the EGLD MEX F, that's the LP token value, if you like. That's the value of the farm. The value of the farm's just been going up every day, totally positive, regardless of the actual dollar value of the contents of the farm. So you see, if I was to get the 21.2695 that my farm is worth today and divide that by 14, which is what I started off with, it gives more than the 1.5x, which is what I've achieved in 7 days. So I'm pretty happy with that. Whereas the actual, the total MEX value has been going up and down. Obviously, it kind of peaked around the 22nd, 23rd when EGLD was at an all-time high, and it's come down quite a bit since. So I think, yeah, you need to be concentrating on this figure here, the EGLD MEX F, which is the LP tokens that are in the farm. Someone said, is that the LP tokens? Well, if you actually had LP tokens, you'd see them here. But once they're in the farm, I think you refer to them as something slightly different. I don't know. Maiar seems to call them EGLD MEX F. So that is the LP tokens that are staked in the farm. Okay, so I hope that clears that up. The other thing I want to point out is where the Maiar deck strategies came from. It's on this site called the palmtree.network, and it's got various strategies here: Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, Denver. Now, Denver strategy is the one I'm using. The link to this is in the description, but if you click that link, it opens up in Google Documents. I guess a lot of people aren't finding the link because a lot of people keep asking me really quite basic questions about, do you do this, do you do that? Certainly the first part of it is explained really well here. This is how the compounding works. In the first part, you've got 2/3 producing MEX, a third producing LK MEX, and then you basically use the MEX, swap it for eGold, add it to the LK MEX, create new LPs, put it back in the pool, keep going around like that for about 6 months. It says here, thanks to the compound interest, we can generate real APYs. That's yield, not APR, of thousands of percent. So it would not be difficult to start with 100 LPs and end with 400 LPs by the time the APR under 150% a year. Now that kind of answers people's questions about what are the gains on this. So I think we're looking at least a 4x gain. Now later on I'm going to be adding 100 EGLD and then 200 tomorrow. So my initial stake is going to be something like 354 EGLD, and the price today of EGLD is 419. So we're talking about my initial stake being, something in the region of like $140,000, that sort of thing. If I can 4x that, then we're looking at quite a substantial sum. And obviously I want the value to go up. So this is how I want to basically turn that $10,000 I had that I bought the EGLD with back in September 2020. This is how I intend to turn it into $1 million. I know this doesn't help people who are a bit late to the party, but it is to show you that, there are opportunities out there. I mean, this was a bit of a fluke that I ended up with 600 odd EGLD. Nevertheless, I did, and it looks like I'm going to make $1 million out of it. It might take 2 years, but I can wait. Later on, I'll do a video about adding EGLD to existing farms. That might be quite useful for some people. Meanwhile, do have a look at the Denver strategy. I was looking at the version 2, which is like, I'm not sure if it's version or part 2 or something. If anyone can clarify exactly what's going on here, I think what happens is when you get to 150% APR, then I think the farms aren't that efficient. And I think that is a time when you basically take out your LP tokens. Now, what you'll have then, you'll have LP tokens that you can then turn into MEX and LK MEX. Now, I think the idea is that the LK MEX gets restaked, and that probably just provides liquidity forever, if you like, and that gives a passive income. And then the MEX, you can turn that into EGLD, or we'll see what the price is in a year's time. Now, it looks like if you look at the unlocking schedule for locked MEX, it looks like it's going to start unlocking on November the 15th, 2022, which is the anniversary of when the DEX went live with the liquidity providing. And then it's 16% in December, January, and all that. And then the final part unlocks on May the 14th, 2023. Now, I'm not sure if LK MEX exists after that, or if it's just all MEX. But that's the kind of time schedule we're looking for, like the whole of this project. But yeah, my idea is to provide a retirement fund and a passive income that's going to work as my pension. That's the kind of idea that I'm looking at here. So I'm investing quite a lot of money, obviously, and but I think it's all going to be worth it. Obviously, everything is a little bit of a gamble. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't do anything just because I've done it. Do your own research. You're responsible for your own investments and everything like that. I might be just totally foolish and I don't know what I'm doing, but let's hope I'm not. Anyway, that's Save the Crypto for this video, saying thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe, leave a comment, tick the notifications bell, and tell your friends.